Here we are with the most disrespectful lines in diss tracks part 2. Just like the first video, one song per artist. Before we begin, remember to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to help remind you about future videos. Number 10. Two birds, one stone. Drake took some subliminal shots on here, but the real hitter comes at the end of the verse. You were the man on the moon, now you just go through your phases. Life of the angry and famous. Rap like I know I'm the greatest. Then give you tropical flavors. Still never been on hiatus. You stay zanned and perked up, so when reality set in, you don't gotta face it. Basically dissing Kid Cudi for using medication to deal with his mental health issues. What makes it worse is around this time, Cudi was in rehab for his depression, which caused a lot of tweets from fans and Cudi himself in response to Drake. Number 9. The Oracle. After several years of not rapping and Cam and Jim sending shots at him, Mase came back with this heavy-hitting diss track aimed right at Cameron. He pretty thoroughly gave him a verbal beating, and one of the most disrespectful lines came right at the end of his verse with the lines, "This Mase nigga, I invented the curve. I'm the name on the ribbon and the bird. I'm done rapping with you. You'll always be my bitch. You got my fucking name tatted on you." That's a reference to the Harlem World tattoo that Mase, Cameron, and Jim Jones all have on their shoulder, and Harlem World is the title of Mase's first album. Also, the words Harlem World are literally on the Dipset logo with the eagle. Number 8. Dollars and Cents. DJ Quik and MC Eiht had a beef that lasted for several years. In fact, it was the first video I released on this channel. The most well-known song from that beef is the classic diss track Dollars and Cents, which is also one of my favorite diss tracks of all time. It was vicious in its attack of Eiht, and one line in particular stands out for most listeners. That being, "Giving your set a bad name with your misspelled name, E-I-H-T. Now shall I continue? Yeah, you left out the G cause the G ain't in you." Which is a reference to the fact that MC Eiht spells his stage name without a G, yet claims to be a gangster and reps his set, Trag New Park Crip. Number 7. You Gotta Love It. Cameron disses Jay-Z on this track, and like the title says, you gotta love it. I sure do enjoy it. The intro has him explaining that he's dissing Jay on behalf of Dame Dash basically. Given the Harlem connection, it's pretty reasonable, but Cam gets pretty dang disrespectful when in the second verse he mentions Jay-Z's fiance at the time, Beyonce, with the lines, "Beyonce, fiance, check my second LP. I might bring it back. That's your girl, that's your world," had the thing fucking singing about slinging crack. This was true as on the song Do It Again from Cam's second album, SDE. He has Beyonce on the song singing the chorus. At the end of the song, Cameron even adds the vocals in question to the song as proof, furthering the blow. Number 6. F Compton. Starting off the beef between Tim Dog and Compton with a bang was the song F Compton, which has Tim Dog taking shots mainly at N.W.A. and Compton for all the gangbanging that was going on in the city. However, in the third verse, Tim Dog decides to take shots at Dr. Dre's girlfriend at the time and fellow artist signed to Ruthless Records, Michel'le. He talks about how he boned her, as well as mocks her voice, as Michel'le was known for having a high-pitched speaking voice, but sounded extremely different when singing. Completely disrespectful considering she had nothing to do with the beef, and he really was just trying to get at Dre. Like with some of these other beefs, I also covered this one on the channel, so check out the video for more details on the situation. Number 5. I'm Calling You a Bitch. In response to Queen Latifah's song N.W.A, which is a great song about positivity and womanhood by the way, Compton Crip rappers Tweety, and 4 Clips released this song, directly responding to multiple lines from Latifah's song, hence the title. Personally, I like both songs, but I think dissing Queen Latifah here was pretty uncalled for, honestly. That aside, this song does go hard. One part in particular is very over the top, and that would be 4 Clips in his verse with the lines, "Take it to my hood, tell you what you want to hear, do what I want to do, and how my whole crew do you." Essentially implying he'd sexually assault her. Number 4. My Little Arm. T-Rock was formerly a member of DJ Paul and Juicy J's label Hypnotized Minds, but had a falling out which led to him dissing them. On the track My Little Arm, T-Rock takes aim at the little arm of DJ Paul, which he keeps in a cast and doesn't show to the public. The arm deformity he has comes from Erb's palsy. T-Rock throughout the intro and chorus of the song mocks DJ Paul for his condition. Like Tupac said to Prodigy years prior about his sickle cell anemia, we have yet another rapper dissing a birth defect. So T-Rock gets a spot on this list too. Now before we get to the last three, a reminder that new ways to help support the channel like Super Thanks and channel membership are newly available. Become a channel member to get certain perks that regular viewers wouldn't get, and to use Super Thanks, just click the thanks button and leave your comment like normal. Number 3, back down. Whenever there's talk of the most disrespectful lines, you just gotta mention 50 Cent. When 50 was sending his slew of shots at Ja Rule on Wax, one of the diss tracks that was aimed at Ja was the song Back Down from 50 Cent's debut studio album, Get Rich or Die Trying. And on that track, he starts the verse off with lines dissing not only Ja Rule, but threatening Ja's wife and kids as well.
Little nigga, now listen. Yo mammy, yo pappy, that bitch you chasing, your little dirty ass kid, I fucking erase him.
Very ruthless, and as I said in the previous video, you mentioned kids, you probably need a spot on this list. Number 2, Thuggish Ruggish Busters. When Bone Thugs and Harmony were beefing with Memphis, Tommy Wright III, also from the city, got involved and had a particularly disrespectful line aimed at the group. In the second verse of the song, Tommy Wright tells Bone Thugs quite directly that he hopes they catch AIDS from the same woman that Eazy-E did so that they can die like he did.
St. Clair niggas face down on the ground, anybody move with no hesitation. Talk this shit, better come equipped with the grip till you don't tell me wrong what you gonna do. I hope y'all fuck that dirty hoe easy fuck so y'all can die too.
How much more disrespectful can you really get? I covered the beef between Bone Thugs and Memphis in a previous video on the channel, including more about this song in particular, so check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. Number 1, Badass. Back in 2015, Brooklyn rappers Joey Badass and Troy Ave had a beef that had them going back and forth about record sales and being independent artists and whatnot. Troy Ave took it a big step further, however, with his diss track titled Badass, as in the second verse he talks about the suicide of Capital Steez with the lines, "Don't get suicidal like your friend, here's a casket. Steez burning in hell, my burner's on my belt. I'm really killing shit, you niggas killing yourself." Troy Ave wound up doing an interview with Sway in the Morning afterwards and elaborated on his stance of people committing suicide, which had him receiving even more backlash from fans and artists alike. Now that was 10 more of the most disrespectful lines in diss tracks. What do you think about these tracks? Would you like to see a continuation? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you haven't seen the first one, go and check it out. I'll catch you guys later.